he's married with children and was bringing kidnapped victims to his house. Hello and welcome to Let's Weigh In with yours truly, Amaka Chibuzo-Obi, and my co-pilot,
Chibuzo-Obi.
All right. So sometime 2 weeks ago, I think, the news we heard was heartbreaking, and many of us started sending prayers up and all of that. Oh God, please don't let this happen. Don't let this happen. And eventually, a lot of other things came out. See, I'm trying to make this as, as possible. So, I am talking about the kidnap of a very influential, very respectable doctor from Anambra State, Dr. Edwin Emegoakor. He is the CEO and founder of Crown Multi-Specialist Hospital in Nkpor Onitsha. Anyone who is from that area of Anambra State will know of him. Fortunately, I would say I know about him a lot because the man is actually from my village. Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, and I know of how very good he is, not just as a doctor but also as a human being. This is a doctor that has given lots of free treatments to indigent people, and he has given water to people in the community and all of that. And from time to time, I think this is the third time he's actually been kidnapped. But this particular kidnap is so would I say, I don't want to use the word interesting, but it's so intriguing what happened and how he was rescued and all of that, and it's worth talking about. So in the afternoon of Thursday, the 7th of May, 2026, as Dr. Emegoakor was, doing his normal doctor walk in his hospital at Nkpor Onitsha, this car drove into the hospital compound, and two guys disembarked, one fully clothed in army camouflage, the other one fully clothed in the police uniform. So of course, at first glance, they didn't look like anything suspicious, anything out of place. They waited for a while. At the time, the doctor was very busy with his patients and all that. And then eventually he was done with the patients and was now doing the ward round. So as he was moving around, suddenly these men just, barged into where he was, whisked him away, carried him forcefully into the car, and they sped off. No gunshots were heard, nothing. So people around didn't even know what was going on. It was only the people inside the hospital premises that knew that he had been kidnapped. They took him away, and of course, I'm very sure that calls would have started, ransom demands and all of that would have probably started. That happened on Thursday, the 7th of May. Fast forward to Sunday, the 10th of May. Police officers who were on a completely different mission decided to
miracle. This is where you sing God of miracle.
In fact, this story is just weird in all ways, right?
Yes.
So these police officers got news that there was a particular building in that vicinity, in the Nkpor Onitsha area, that was used for dismantling stolen vehicles. And so they acted upon the intelligence that they got and decided to storm that property. They had traced a particular car that was reported stolen to that property. So they were going there to arrest them for stolen vehicles and all of that. Only for them, as they approached the property, the person inside the property started shooting. Open fire on the police officers. Now, so fire to fire started. The shootout commenced, and unfortunately, in the process, a police officer was killed and a few others were injured. Well, as that was happening, somehow the policemen got the upper hand and still managed to get into the property. But at the time, the person that was shooting, his boys had run away through the back fence and all. He himself wanted to jump. Yes, the sharpshooter, the sniper, the oga, the kingpin, the ringleader.
They had channel.
Yes, was trying to now escape by jumping his fence. And as he jumped into the hands of the police officers that had surrounded the perimeter. So now, he jumped into their hand. They as they caught him, they handcuffed him and all of that. And when they broke into the property, lo and behold, Dr. Emegoakor was there, as well as about 3 others who were heavily chained, kidnapped victims. So the police officers actually came to investigate cars,
car theft,
not knowing that this was a kidnapping den. the owner of this property, who is known as Mr. Fabulous, who is actually a spare parts dealer
in disguise.
This man actually has a business dealing spare parts in the Mbuka Obosi auto spare parts market, right? He sells car headlamps and bumpers, and that's what people thought he does. But this guy has so many luxury properties and luxury cars and all of those things. And people were probably shouting, God, when? This man that we know when he started his business, he's doing so well, without knowing that this guy is a businessman in the daytime and a kidnapper at night. So when the police officers caught him, as they were still trying to figure out what was going on, as the story goes, his wife packed a few things with his kids and ran away. The police officers gained entrance into the house and they were able to free the kidnapped victims that were there. Angry youths in the community raised down the property. Of course, he's going to lose that property. It's going to be demolished and all that, according to government law. But that is not where we're going with this story. Even though I am so happy, because this is a miracle.
Yeah,
this is such a miracle. Because it wasn't even the kidnapping that brought this police.
A different case.
A completely different case. And the good, kind, and wonderful Dr. Emegoakor was eventually rescued alongside some other people. So I give all the glory to God, and I'm so grateful that that happened. But that's not what we want to talk about today. What we want to talk about is the fact that there are lots of people in our country today who are living double lives and people have no clue.
And people are saying,
this Mr. Fabulous that you see here, lots of people think he's a fellow auto parts dealer. I mean, I listened to a voice note where a woman was telling somebody else, don't you know that man that has a shop beside me? That man that has a shop in my line in the market. He's the one, and I am very sure that people who are in the same line of business as him, who are probably not as successful,
struggling
as he is, would be thinking that there is something wrong with them. People who open their shops every morning
and will not sell anything.
And we probably sell one or two. And they're looking at their bank balance and wondering, how have I not been able to buy all of these cars that Mr. Fabulous has bought? How have I not been able to have these cars at these houses that he has? And they are there wondering what's wrong with them, not knowing that Mr. Fabulous is a devilish kidnapper. You see this life, Don't ever wish to be somebody else, because you do not know what that person is carrying.
Stay in your lane.
You don't know the background story of that person. Now, this Mr. Fabulous, the first time I heard this story, my first instinct was, he must be a very single guy. He's definitely not married for him to be doing this. No, he's married with children and was bringing kidnapped victims to his house.
And the wife is there.
Hey.
You will cook food and eat. You will lie down and sleep.
Some women don't even need to fly at night, but they are witches, because how? You know that your husband is a kidnapper and you are comfortable living
like nothing is happening.
Like nothing is happening. Probably all of those fleet of cars, I'm sure you have a few inside that you're using to pepper your friend and using to pepper everybody around you. Wife of a kidnapper. It's this desire to have and to be wealth without enterprise. This desire to accumulate riches at the expense of everyone around. It's just so crazy. Because honestly, his wife, I am really going to talk to women in this matter, because I know the world we live in today. Lots of people would say, anyhow the money comes, let it come, as long as it comes. There is money that, in my opinion, is blood money. And no matter how much you think that it's going to bring you happiness, it will never.
True.
And if it doesn't mess you up as a person, it probably is waiting to mess your kids up. Because how is it that you are okay being the Munyo Odogu of a kidnapper who brings people at their most vulnerable? And I'm very sure that some people would have probably died in their custody.
Of course.
And they will throw the person away.
More
stories will come up. And you are all right, changing cars, buying wigs,
sleeping,
doing all of those things,
feeling on top of the world,
feeling on top of the world at the expense of people's blood and sweat and all of that. See, this life is more than we can see, and that's why it's very important that we all be content. Because when you're not content, that's when you'll be looking at this kind of person now and thinking, oh, where did he go to do what he's doing that is making him so successful?
A lot of women have turned him to be their yardstick that they used to measure their
own husbands.
So when your husband say, babe, please, only this money, I say, no.
Are you not seeing Mr. Fabulous?
Are you not seeing Mr. Fabulous?
Mr. Fabulous have two heads.
Are you not a man like
this? Is how men take care of their wives.
You fight your husband.
You're here telling me you don't have.
Some of you now begin to call names. Useless man. What people you don't understand is that when you call your spouse useless, it means that you are a useless person
for being joined to.
For being joined to, yes. When you say, oh, my husband is foolish, that means you're a foolish woman.
For marrying a foolish man. And it's vice versa. Men who also call their wives to that. It means for you to be entangled with a foolish person, you too are a foolish person.
The same thing.
So all of these things, I'm very sure that there are people in their own marriages around them who would have probably had issues with their partner because of him and his family, not knowing that they are kidnappers. It's horrible. And I'm actually pained that his wife escaped, to be honest.
She needs to be caught.
Because she's an accomplice. Sure. And she also needs to get some sort of a punishment for this. Because how can you kept quiet? Okay, let's assume you didn't want to blow the whistle to say, okay, I love him, he's the father of my kids, I'm not going to blow the whistle.
I don't love anybody. But whistle.
At least, what are you still doing there?
Exactly. What were you should have left. Yes.
What were you thinking? Okay, what if these police officers, this shootout now happened and they killed you and killed your children? See,
because if you don't like something, you wash your hand off
of it
and go.
You don't stay in it. You wash your hand off of it. Right? Because a lot of people will say, but did she know? She knew.
Inside the same building, she knew.
I saw the building. She knew.
It's not
no, except she's blind and deaf and mute. She knew. If you didn't know, you would at least suspect somehow.
Please, let's even tell ourselves the truth. If you tell yourself the truth and you are aware of the kind of business that your husband is doing, or there are some things that you bring,
and it's not commensurate with the money that is coming in.
You ask question. Nobody is a fool. Your husband is. You know that okay, this business you are doing. Look at the type of money you are.
And suddenly,
my husband cannot just come in tomorrow now.
And you buy house, buy 2 cars at once.
I will ask for where to wear.
Please.
Come closer. Come on.
What's going on?
This money, where did it come from? Because the account that I know how much that is there.
The funny thing is, Igbos have a proverb that when a man learns how to steal, his wife will learn how to lie.
Of course, now.
Because she has to be using lie to support the stealing.
Okay, the two of them, and they work together.
It's a very disheartening, and I don't even know what adjective to use. I'm just so sad because this is a very young man.
He's a young man.
He's someone who would have probably made so much money if he had continued doing his legitimate business. If he was
living within his
means. I mean, how much?
A lot of people want to live above their means. You know, the out of all this, there are lessons to learn. Contentment. Content with life is in phases and men are in sizes. Live your face part time. Don't envy anyone. And wherever you are, we are all on a journey. And this journey of life, it comes, if it's not your turn today, it's going to be your turn tomorrow. Don't try to see this sharp, quick, get rich quick, do this quick. It does not pay. A lot of marriages have scattered. A lot of people have had BP because they are comparing Chinwe to themselves. They are comparing somebody's wife to their own wife. And it's just a mess.
Another thing is, even as we preach contentment to individuals, we should also begin to preach that we need our values back as a society. Because you see, we too, the society members, we are to blame for things like
when we see a 19-year-old now in this generation where you and I, we are now
driving a Benz, spraying money discriminately.
Parents are not asking questions.
Hailing them. When we see people like this, because when you read about this Mr. Fabulous, there's somewhere it said that he rapidly made money. In the old days, when we were growing up, I remember back then, if you are someone who makes money that people don't really understand,
they distance themselves from
people distance themselves from you. If you come to village meetings and try to talk, they will shut you down and tell you
that they don't know how,
you don't even understand how you made your money.
Exactly, they will tell you to your face.
They will tell you to your face that you should sit the heck down. That we don't even understand how you made your money. So you don't even come out in the public to come and start hyping yourself. They will sit you down. A man that has not made half of what you made will sit you down and tell you you have no right to speak in the gathering of elders.
Because your wealth cannot be traced.
Your wealth is questionable. That was the kind of values we had back in the day. But today, nobody cares.
Just money.
You can just finish your apprenticeship now for this
you buy
finish apprenticeship. You just finish serving somebody.
They settle you today.
And they settled you today. And
tomorrow,
next month you have launched a new Lexus SUV. And people are saying, "Oh God, now God do am, God do am." See, let's stop putting God where in hand no day. We make people,
we're enablers.
Yes, we enable these bad behaviors. We make people feel okay doing bad things, and we too need to take a cue, because you don't know who is going to be next. You don't know who is going to be the next victim tomorrow. So let's stop enabling bad
and begin to ask
questions. And I hate this thing that people say when people begin to ask how did he make his money. People will say when he was poor, nobody asks how he was poor. But now that he's rich, you're asking how he's rich. Yes, we need to know how he's rich.
Show us. Let there be evidence. Show walking.
We need to know, because there are so many kidnappers, so many drug peddlers, so many fake drug dealers. Things that are wrecking our society. These people are doing them, and we are just enabling them, giving them titles, chieftaincy titles,
hailing them
places in church.
High chief.
They will come to church. They have a reserved seat.
They will collect night, collect deacon,
all of everything. Those things because of money. We have sold our souls.
And the bottom line, see, family,
it's terrible.
Young girls now. I remember them.
Terrible.
How will I go? Even in the university, I cannot wear a dress that was not bought
by your parents.
Yes.
They will ask you where you got it from.
Where did you bring it from? But now, your 19-year-old or your daughter who is in the university comes home with an iPhone that you did not buy for her. And you're hailing her. And
asking her, where is my own?
Where's my own? What did you bring? You didn't bring anything for your mother. You didn't bring, remember your mother. Remember your mother. You're not the one that carried you 9 months and I breastfed you.
It's terrible. Young girls want to get married. Their first question is, does he have money?
Does he have money?
Not who is he? Not what are his values? Not what is his vision?
Does he have a mansion? Does he have iPhone?
Does he have money? What has he bought for you? Where has he taken you? That's how young girls keep getting married to drug dealers and kidnappers. It's a terrible mess. But we need to start from ourselves.
Let's retrace our steps.
How do you approach people who have wealth without enterprise? Are you the kind of person who does not care where the money comes from as long as there is money? Because one day, the case of Mr. Fabulous can be the case of that person. And for this one, I really hope that he's made to face the justice to the very end. Please, you people, police officers and law enforcement agencies, carry us along in this matter. Let us know how it is going down, because this man has to face the full wrath of the law. Because these are all the reasons people don't even travel to their villages anymore.
Everybody is afraid.
Everybody's scared. This doctor that was kidnapped, if there's one person that should not be kidnapped in that axis, it's this Dr. Emegoakor, because of the kind of goodwill he has, the way he takes care of indigent people in that area, and this is how you people think to pay him back. I know that it is goodness that caused this miracle to happen. God looked at his heart and decided, no, sir, you're not going to go this way. We're going to expose these people, and we're going to do it in a way that would make it be talked about on Let's Weigh In. That's what we are doing.
Let me say something. I don't know how to say it to you, but don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself for anybody. Say you're comparing yourself. Hey, I've not done everything. You will be grateful for your journey, for where you are. Remember, I said that life is in phases and men are in sizes. Don't kill yourself. You don't have it today. There are seasons of life. Enjoy each season of your life. If you don't have it today, you will have tomorrow. That person you are envying, that woman that you are envying, maybe you've seen it.
They don't have peace. So
you don't know what they are doing behind closed doors. And so enjoy your peace.
And another thing is this: for those who are on this constant chase, you would find that your life would not be a happy one
at all.
Because
always
even when you get one thing,
you're
looking for the next.
True.
So if you really and truly want happiness in life, then you need to learn contentment so that you can enjoy whatever phase you find yourself. No matter how little you have it at that point, there's always something to be grateful for.
Absolutely.
But if you enter that rat race of I must get, I must be among, I must follow, you would never experience
You keep running
joy.
all the days of your life.
Yes, you will just find that you're on the move all the time. Nothing brings you satisfaction because there would always be the next shiny thing. So until you find contentment, you would never find joy. It's my prayer that we find joy as individuals. All right? So thank you so much for sticking it with us on this edition of Let's Weigh In with yours truly, Amaka Chibuzo-Obi, and my darling sister, Ogechukwu. Please, if you're yet to subscribe to our channel, do well to do so. It's just a click. There is nothing too hard. Just click the subscribe button, subscribe to this channel, get your friends and family to watch our videos and subscribe as well. Also, let us know the topics that you like us to bring on Let's Weigh In, because we discuss trending matters with the view to bringing out life lessons from them. Until we come your way in the next edition of Let's Weigh In, please take care, learn contentment, and build joy that comes not from material gains, but from just being alive and well. God bless you. Yes.